Hi everyone, welcome to another video from Crafty Terrain. My name's Lee and today we're going to be doing the box opening for the Crashed Escape Pod, which contains R2D2 and C3PO. Okay, let's take a look what we've got inside. Okay, let's take a look what we get inside the Crashed Escape Pod. We'll have a look at the back of the box first and look at the quote. And it reads, "Looks droids," and that's a sand trooper from episode 1. Okay, let's get this open. Been looking forward to getting this R2 unit. It's been sold out in the UK for quite a while and I was struggling to pick it up, but I managed to find one website with it, so I was real happy to get that. We'll take a look at the instructions. You've got much more complicated builds now as we've gone to the hard plastic sprues here. So it's a bit of a change for people if you're only used to the soft plastic and you've never built anything off a hard sprue. There's a lot more gluing and a lot more putting together. So you might need these instructions. Okay, you've also got your rules on there as well. Let's have a look at the minis and everything that you get. Okay, so some of the stuff has broken off the sprues already. I can see there's a leg there. So that looks like a leg off C3PO. Just there. And then there's R2's head. R2's head has also broke off the sprue. What I'll do is I'll go and get these all built and then we'll come back and look at them built and how they look, because the detailing does look quite nice on the hard plastic. Okay. Okay, we're back. I've got them all built. It's taken me just over an hour. There's a few fiddly pieces on the crash pod to get sorted, and I forgot how much I hate building hard plastic minis. But let's take a look at C3PO. Cool, the hard plastic does give a bit more detail into the sculpts, which is really nice. I really like the pose of C3PO. He just looks like that clumsy character that he is from the movies. If we look at R2, again, nice detail. Going to be able to do a good paint job with R2. And then if we look at the crash pod, you're getting that nice piece of terrain for your board. If you are looking for terrain, we do have an eBay shop at Crafty Terrain 3D. Go check us out. We've got lots of cheap 3D printed terrain. If you do need anything, just make contact with us and we can print stuff to order as well. Yes, I really like the minis in this set. They are cool. Let's have a look at the cardboard that you get and the cards for them. We'll start with the tokens. So you get your 2 order tokens, one for the Republic and one for the Rebels, because they can use these units in both armies. Then we've got our dodge, wounds, suppression, aim, and then you get a smoke token also as well. Let's take a look at the unit cards. So you get 2 copies of the unit cards inside. So you get one to be using with the Rebels and then one to use with the Republic. And they are exactly the same, just their names are different. So I'll use the ones for the Rebels to start with. So let's look at R2D2 first. If we start out in the top left corner, he's 35 points, so nice cheap activation, and he can allow you to win that game, which we'll talk about in a minute. He's got 1 comms upgrade. He's got repair 2, capacity 2. So if you've got vehicles, really great to use R2. I mean, fantastic with the Republic to have beyond that saber tank and be able to heal 4 wounds off the saber tank, and also provide the cover that R2 needs just to get down to your opponent's deployment zone. So it could be really useful with tanks and stuff. If we look at secret mission, so this is the reason why you want to be taking R2D2. So once per game, if you're within your enemy's deployment zone, place 1 victory token on you. At the end of the game, if you have a victory token, you gain that token. So basically, in close games, or if the games are tight, if you've got that victory token, it's going to allow you to win the game. So for a 35-point activation, that seems good to me. R2 is a grounded unit, so he can't climb or clamber, and then he's also got inconspicuous. Okay, so when an enemy unit performs an attack, if you have at least one suppression token, it must attack another unit if able. During your rally step, you may choose not to remove suppression. So again, that's going to help you complete that secret mission. So once you've got that first suppression token, you're probably going to want to keep that on and keep another unit close to R2 so they can soak up the fire while you get R2 down the field into your enemy's deployment zone. His attack is range 1. He's got the electro shock, 3 white dice, and it's suppressive. Again, you know, nice to have an attack, but probably not really what you're taking R2 for. His white defense dice, 4 wounds, courage of 2, and he surges to hit and surges on defense, and he's speed 1. Okay, let's take a look at C3PO. So C3PO is a counterpart to R2D2. He is 15 points if we look up in the top right corner, and he adds an additional 2 wounds. Okay, so his actions, he's got calculate the odds. So choose a friendly trooper unit at range 1 and in line of sight. It gains 1 aim, 1 dodge and 1 suppression token. So that's quite nice. And then he also has distract. Okay, so choose an enemy trooper unit at range 1 to 2 and in line of sight. Until the end of the round, you lose inconspicuous, and when that unit performs an attack, it must attack you if able. So it can draw fire, which is quite fitting with R2D2, fits in nicely with the movies, and like I said, he's a counterpart. And his attack is 1 dice, and he's got clumsy kick. So yeah, so all in all, so you can take both for 50 points. That'd give you 6 wounds then on that unit. So, you know, R2 and C3PO are going to be in a lot of lists basically. Upgrades that we get. So you get the integrated comms antennae, and this is only for droid troopers, which they are. And during the command phase, you can be issued orders by friendly commanders or operatives at a range of 1 to 4. And that's 3 points. And then we get a comms relay. Okay, so then you get your cards for the scenario-based games that you can play with the escape pod. And they match up nicely to each other using the symbols in the corner at the top. So they are like a linked scenario. So you have your deployments for each one. So I've never really played any scenarios, really just play battles for Legion. So you get your 2 deployments. Then you've got your 2 the objectives to win the games. And they follow on, and you've got your condition cards. You've got crash landing and lost in the wilderness. So yeah, you know, some people might want to play them as well. Bit of fun with friends, but they're not really for competitive play, so you can't put them into your decks, remember. Okay, so then if we look at R2's command cards then, so his free pip, we've got smokescreen, and this affects R2D2 and 1 trooper. And it reads, when R2D2 is issues an order to another friendly trooper unit, it may perform a speed 1 move. At the start of the activation phase, R2D2 may perform the following. So you get a free smoke action, so you can place a smoke token on the board. So it's pretty cool to give a bit of cover to move through, helping get you down there to complete that secret mission. And it's also nice to be able to give another trooper unit a free move. Is there better free pips out there? Yeah, probably. If you're taking just R2D2 and, you know, maybe a rebel officer or something like that, you might want this card, but normally I don't think you're really going to be taking this. Okay, so then R2's 2 pip is impromptu emulation. I think that's, yeah, impromptu emulation. And this reads, it's just R2D2, and it's after R2D2 performs an attack, he may perform a free move action. So it gives you another move, which is great. And it's during R2D2's activation, he gains the following weapon: double white, blast, spray, and suppressive. So that's good. So you're going to be able to hit the whole unit with the spray keyword. and 2 white. So if you do get into a bit of a pickle with R2, you've got this option if you want to take it, and it's nice because it gives you another 3 moves to help get you down there to complete that secret mission. You've got to keep R2 moving, really. It's his only speed. 1. And then if we look at R2's final card, which has got a fantastic art with C3PO on top of R2D2 as he blasts off, and this card is called Blast Off. It's the 1 pip, and R2D2 increases his maximum speed by 1 and gains a dodge token and 1 suppression token. He also then gets the keywords of disengage and jump 1. So this is going to get you out of trouble, or it's going to get you into that end zone right at the end. You're going to get priority normally because of the 1 pip. And then obviously being able to increase your speed to 2 is fantastic. Jump over terrain with the keyword of jump 1. And then you're also going to get that dodge token and that suppression token if you need it to have inconspicuous. So good card to help get you there. I think if you're playing R2, you probably want this card. Especially with the operative Vader now, with Vader's might being able to put you on top of a building and then not get R2 down. So at least with this card you can use that, use jump 1 and get off the top of the building if you do find yourself in that situation. So yeah, we'll have one last look at the minis, guys. Real cool, that nice plastic, gonna look super sweet when they're painted up. And that's everything we've got in the box. That brings us to the end of today's video. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please leave us a like. If you want to see more from the guys at Crafted Terrain, then remember to subscribe and click that bell. Hope you have a great day.